Thank you, Mr. Speaker. From the very beginning, Mr. Speaker, you actually advised us that we were not impeaching anybody. And the matter in front of us is a matter for us to make a decision, but we were not impeaching anybody. Therefore, regarding all the attributes, correct ones that have been given to our brother Kindiki, that stands. And I don't think anybody is in question. But Mr. Speaker, we all know and we must all realize that in the world we live is a world of virtues, it's a world of tradition, and the law counts just at the end, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we have the situation that these positions originate from a political process. They originate from a political party. And Mr. Speaker, that is really the beginning of anybody gunning for a position, even for elective positions. You begin with a political party, Mr. Speaker. And this is no different from other organizations. For example, religious organizations. You have the Catholic Church. And I want to say, nobody will ever question when in the Catholic Church, a father is moved from point A to point B. Mr. Speaker, this matter came out of a political process, and I think a lot of time has been spent laboring on the very good attributes of the able lawyer, Professor Kindiki. Having been a professor, I have no doubt that he is a very excellent lawyer. But Mr. Speaker, you said it very early that nobody, that was never really the issue that we were to adjudicate. We have a matter here regarding the issue of the virtues of the political party, and Mr. Speaker, this is what we are coming to. And the question is whether do we go with what the political party is actually aligning itself, or do we come here in this Senate and start discussing how political parties should behave themselves? I don't think that is our job at all. And Mr. Speaker, let nobody, all the adjectives that have been used to assert even kind of a bad tribute to this House. We have had all kind of attributes. And Mr. Speaker, if there was a way some of these tributes could be erased, because they don't hold. This is a house of honor. Mr. Speaker, truly, this is a house of honor. And the tributes some tributes have been made. I think emotions have run higher than normal today. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I would beseech you that if you had power, some of these remarks are emotional and they should not be appearing in a hazard unless they appear as an appendix. Otherwise, Mr. Speaker, this is a house of honor, and the discussion we are holding is a discussion of honor. The issue is, one should look at it that is a political process from a political party. And then, Mr. Speaker, I want to say, having looked at it, we all came here through a political party. The positions that most people hold them through a political process from their political parties as the sponsors. And therefore, Mr. Speaker, I have no doubt to say, when I say I support this motion, and I do support it, nobody should be saying that as such a great professor, you should not have said this and this. No, he's a great professor, and that stands. But what we are adjudicating, I support because it concerns a political party, and the political party has its own tradition and virtues which must be followed. Thank you.
Okay, Senator Maina, where I come from, when there is somebody has died, we say people mourn anyhowly. You mourn in whatever manner. So we cannot suppress those who want to express themselves in a particular manner.